All right, so we have a big update for the First Light beacon that was rolled out earlier today, and this is going to be the video that accompanies it and what's going on, and how it's going to be helpful for people to get into trades. The first big update is kind of rearrange, just did some housekeeping, put in some tool tips, put trade mode first and this and that. And added in this guy right here. Buy and sell signals. And you're not going to want to take every single one of these signals. Let's say it again. There's a lot. They're not there for you to take all of them. This is how you're going to use this. And how I'm going to use this is these are the indicator is going to come default just like this. These colors, these settings, everything just like this. 15-minute zones, except I turn off the buy and sell lines, right? Just to clean it up a little bit and get rid of those lines there. I don't have those on, right? Other than that, this comes exactly like this. What are we looking for when we're using this? First of all, we're going to set an alert. So when this touches this end cap here, right, we're going to get an alert that the end cap has been touched. Then we're going to come and look at it and go, oh, look at this. The beacon line has turned green. I have updated the beacon line. It is more accurate and reacts faster now. Okay. When we get this buy signal, we're going to buy and we're going to hold. Whatever our ATM strategy is, or however we want to do this, you can hold it to the high. You can just scalp it 40, 80 ticks, whatever you want to do. I'm more than likely going to throw on 2 or 3 minis and scalp it and let it run 100 ticks. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm also using a MACD to help me decide if I want to get into these trades. I have changed my settings on this MACD. I am using the MACD because I don't feel like building my own. There's no reason to. There's a million of these things and they're all good. I'm using this one right here. The volume weighted MACD histogram right here. Okay. And my settings, I have changed them, are 7, 8, and 9. Shorts 7, long 8, smooth 9. Okay. I'm using a 1 second time frame with Renkos. You can do whatever you want as far as this goes on a box 2. I've tried it with line breaks. They all are they're all pretty much really good to use. Regular candles you can use as well, but I am using the Renkos because I like them. Here's another whole setup right here. I like them. I like the smoothness of them. They're easier for me to hold trades. See, look, it bounces off and goes 80. How many ticks is that right there? So you got a little drawdown here, and then it pushes over 40. And then you get another one right here and it just runs, right? So you could go 40 with a runner, break even on the runner. And then this one would break even. And then this one would run. Look at that run there off of this. And there's 300 ticks if you're using a trailing stop. This one you wouldn't get into because you didn't touch the end cap, right? But this is the one I was starting with here. And price comes down into the end cap and we get an alert, right? And then we pay attention. You can pull this up on your phone, you pull it up on your computer, your iPad, whatever you want. So easy to look at this and go, oh yeah, I should get into that trade. And once this bounces off and this turns green and we get a buy signal, I'm looking at my histogram down here to give me kind of a confirmation. Do I want to get in this trade? Well, the histogram is green and it's on an uprise. Yes, I want to get into that trade. So I buy, right? Around here somewhere. And then I target, like I said, 40. There's 5 contracts. That's $1,000. Or I could go close, 3 and then, or close 4 and leave a runner run into 100 or to this high, trying to get to the high, right? And just trailing it up with a runner using an ATM on NinjaTrader and just let it run. So this is the one way you want to use this. Okay. Is bouncing off of these zones here. Now, the other way is bouncing off the actual moving zones when they're moving. So example, the 15-minute, these are 15-minute zones. So these are going to form every 15 minutes, right? So this right away drops. I'm not taking that. Why? Because the zone just formed. And what does price do? Price creates waves, right? And then it likes to create waves and then cross up the waves and then come down and cross down the bottom waves, right? Well, the zone is helping us figure out, is it coming down or going up? And if you look, it started out at the 15 minutes dropping down, and then it went back up across the zone back into the 15-minute candle body, came down the beacon line. This has got a lot to do with the beacon line. Okay, this thing is really driving what should you be doing. Has bounced off of the zone right here. Look at that, it flatlined on it after candles touched it, turned green, and you get a buy signal. There we go. I'm entering that right there, and I'm going for my 40, right? And then I'm trying to get a runner. This one obviously wouldn't get it, but you still got your 40. You still got your 40 ticks. Then price comes back down underneath, comes back up, rejects, beacon line rejects, goes into the zone. That's really important. Does the beacon line through the candles, hide the candles, does this go back into the zone and reject? Yes, it does. And then you get a sell signal, and your MACD is confirming that. That is an entry, right? So we're looking at that, and we're running with our 40 ticks. And then we're trying to get 80 or 100 or whatever, the low, whatever you want to do on your runner, trying to just maximize your runners, right? And there you go. There's your trade right there. So that's another way to use these signals. You don't just blindly take these though. And look, here we go. Look, watch this. Do we take this short? No. And why not? Well, it doesn't go down, and we know that in hindsight. But look at the beacon line. Did the beacon line go inside of the zone here? No, it didn't. It didn't even touch it. Look at it. Look at it right there. This one came up into it and rejected it, and you got to sell at the same time your MACD is bearish. Yes, that's an entry. That is an entry. All right. And then so we're shorting right here, and we're going for our 40, which is right there, right? And then we're letting our runner run to the low or whatever. We're just trailing however we're going to do it. Right? So there's an entry. Do we take this one? No, we don't. Why? Because it didn't come up into here. And the chances that this actually works out is a lot less than if it does go up and actually tag the zone. Right? You can see this one didn't. This one does. Okay, awesome. We're not here to get every move. We're here to get the ones we know are going to win. Right? When you enter into a trade, you shouldn't be here sweating bullets. Is this going to win or lose? You should already know. If you don't know if it's going to win, you shouldn't be getting into it, right? And I fall victim of that too. Everybody does. But if it's not an A plus, you know it's going to win setup, then you don't need to be getting into it. Now, should you take this? Hell yeah. Beacon line went up into the zone, rejected, came down, and you got a sell signal. And look at your MACD. Your MACD is bearish and dropping. Hell yeah, I'm taking this entry, and I'm going for my 40. Look at, man, every one of these hits the 40. Look, here's another one. It comes down, goes back up, resets your clock all over again, and you take this one. Look at that. Boom. This one comes down, and look, did it go inside of there? Yes, it did. So you're going to take this short too, right? We're under the zone, we're shorting, we're above it, we're buying. And it comes down and it shorts, and your runner is going to get a hell of an entry on this one. Do we take these two signals here? No. Why? Beacon line didn't have anything to do with the zone after they printed. Okay? We're not here to take every move. We're here to take the ones we know. Do you take this one? Yes. Do you take this one? No. No. You don't take any of these buys. Why? Because we're under the zone. Do you take this sell? No. This sell? No. No. Yes. 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 No. Right? You take this buy? No. Do you take this buy? Yes. Does it lose? Yes. But it's still mechanical. You have to take the trades as they come in the triggers. Actually, hold on. Yeah, MACD was bullish. Yeah, you just would have lost that trade, and that's okay. That's going to happen. Do we come down and break back up? Yes. So do you take this? Yes. The beacon line dropped into the zone, came out of the zone, coming up, and you get a buy signal. Yes. Do we take this one? Yes. Yeah, 100%. It dropped through the zone, came back up, respected, and kept going. Yes, 100%. Down through the zone, back up through the zone with a buy signal. Yes, we're above it. We're above the zone. Yes, we want these buys. This one right here, does it come down and touch? Yes. So this is a signal you would take. You would take this, right? And here is, well, you don't get your 40, you get your 30. And if you're trailing or you're breaking even, whatever we're doing on our risk management, we have to do it. And do we take these? No. None of these are good. This one right here, yes, that is 100% yes. Comes down, tags it, pushes up, right? That's the way you can do it. If you want to get in some more trades, you want to get in some more scalps. The end caps, those are going to be your big money makers. Those are going to be, you're going to have runners. Most end cap rejections are continuations. Most of them, do you want to know what they are? Huge bull flags, and they're just showing you the bottom. That's all it is. Okay. And you're getting the print of the buy signal after the beacon line and price is interacting with the zone. And that is the ones that you're going to want to try and hold, right? And you're going to want to try and hold them until like a key level or like a high or something like that over there, or just keep scalping, however you want to do it. But this is the update to the First Light beacon. This is how it will come when you install this update. And I wanted to throw this out there for everybody to see. And I'm really excited about it. A lot of indicators of building different indicators have all kind of turned into this right here. Turned it into getting the skills and abilities to actually make this one happen. All right, here you go.